my name is Henrie and this is Untold Stories. We are back into football and this story honestly almost made me cry because it's so funny. It's Justin.
Hiya, my name's Justin and I'm going to tell you a really interesting story. A friend of mine did an accumulator and could have won a lot of money, but... So this was years and years and years ago. Back when we were still in like uni and working retail jobs and so on and so forth, and a friend of mine worked for William Hill. And as you do, you know, you on occasion put accumulators down, you bet on a number of different teams winning or a number of different outcomes. And obviously the more teams you include in your accumulator, the bigger the stakes, right? So on one particular day, on a Saturday, a friend of mine, whilst working for William Hill, did a really, really big accumulator. It was like, I think 16-fold. So he bet on 16 different results across different leagues. And I think he put like £5 down, but he stood to win like a few $100,000 basically off the back of this because of how specific he made the results. And so he was at work on this day and he was seeing each of the different results come through. And there was one final result that he still needed to come through for him. But that particular game was being played in the evening. Barcelona playing against a team that was at the bottom of the Liga. So it's like everyone just assumed 100% this is going to be a certified result. Barcelona are going to win, right? So he's already spending the money that he would have earned in his mind, right? And like, I remember him telling me straight afterwards, like when the afternoon results came through, he was like, yeah, I'm all good. So he got up and he spoke to his boss and he was like, I'm going home. Obviously his boss like doesn't know what's going on. He's asking him like, what do you mean you're going home? Like you still got the rest of your shift to finish. So he gets home and the first thing he does is turn on his computer and he starts building a bespoke car online. So he went straight to the BMW website and he was like adding all the features, heated seats, all this so on and so forth, right? Because he's already thinking this money is going to come through. In the evening, that game, Barcelona were winning 1-0 for the majority of the game. And in stoppage time, right at the end of the game, the other team equalized. So he put it obviously as Barcelona winning. It ended up being a draw. And he literally was like, my world crumbled right in front of my eyes. All of the money that he was spending and all of the things that he thought he was going to be able to do, obviously he's not able to do. For like a few days after that, I was like trying to call him, trying to message him, no response from him at all, right? So obviously I turned up to his house thinking like, I've not heard from you in a few days, what's going on, are you okay? Just trying to check in on him, right? And that's when he tells me the story. And he's taking me through the whole process of like how things happened from the Saturday, the accumulator, everything like that. And he was like, literally, I was building my car. I was thinking, right, because we don't live far from each other. So he was like, I was thinking to come to your house. I know your mum's car is parked outside. So I was literally going to smash the windows of your mum's car and then wait for you guys to come out to be like, what's going, he's a bit crazy like that. And he was going to basically be like, don't worry about it. I'm going to buy you a new car kind of thing. Like he thinks of crazy stuff like that, right? And so he was just speaking about how disappointed he was that he could have won all that money and he had so many plans for it. But ultimately he didn't. It was so close. And basically, since that day, he's never been able to do an accumulator again because he's like, that pain of knowing that I was so close and not being able to get over the line, it was like, I can't bring myself to do it again. So yeah, it was crazy just to hear the story. And obviously in your mind, you're like, damn, like that would have been really, really good for us, innit? But you know, you win some, you lose some ultimately. So all good.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Untold Stories. If you have missed any episode, make sure you go back and watch and make sure you subscribe as well for the episodes that are to come.